What the fuck is up? This is What the Fucking Sports, and I'm your host, TJ fucking Carpenter. And make sure to hit the subscribe tab on YouTube. Also hit the notifications button so you can get all of the updates from the Phantom channel. Do the same thing on Facebook. I'm too lazy to say that twice. We start with Monday Night Football, where the Rams and the Chiefs scored a combined 14 touchdowns. That's more, and this is true, than the Buffalo Bills offense has scored all goddamn season. Nathan Peterman, may he rest in peace. Also, I'm absolutely willing to take 93-year-old Marv Levy over Vance Joseph in Denver. Also, Sean McVay said this after the game.
He was awesome, Gary. I thought, especially in the last drive, you talk about, I think it was a 6-play drive. They were mixing in some two-man and then going into a little bit of an invert, and he was just finding the right completion. Guys were separating, but it's one of those deals where offensive line was doing a great job protecting, especially against some elite rushers up front, and guys creating separation, and he's got to put it on the money. I thought the one play to Cooks on the right sideline when they were in a two-man, he hits him on an out route. You look at when he let that thing go before Scandrick could flip his eyes around, and then Brandon runs after the catch. We hit Tyler Higbee, Gerald Everett makes a play, and then he finishes it off with the touchdown. So it was a great job. They dropped the safety down in, he put it up and down, and then Gerald ends up just kind of right down the sidelines, not stepping out of bounds. And so many guys made plays today, Gary, but I thought Jared's poise and confidence and ability to respond after it wasn't always pretty, especially in some instances, is why you love him and why he's such a great quarterback, because of that even-keeled demeanor and disposition and that poise that we always talk about.
How is it Sean McVay can cite chapter and verse of every play that's happened all goddamn season, and every other coach in the league sounds like a witness trying to testify against El Chapo in open court? No, I don't remember that play. Also, why is Sal Palantonio staring me down from the corner? And when did Sal Pal get a neck tattoo? Also this week, Kevin Durant continued his tour of pettiness. It's a nationwide tour. It's been going on for about 3 years now. Yeah, shut the fuck up and watch the game, asshole. And don't look at Kevin Durant in the eye. Actually, unless he's shooting. But when he's done shooting, you look right down. You do not make eye contact with Kevin Durant. And you better not make any noise, unless he scored some points. But not if Kevin Durant got an assist from Draymond Green on that play. And definitely don't get a hand job during the game. That's definitely not allowed. Unless you're at a Nuggets game, apparently. I know how erotic it can be watching Mike Malone yell at a timid Nikola Jokic. It's the shame. It's all in the eyes. The Maui Invitational Tournament is also here, which means while the rest of us are here on the mainland freezing our asses off, or for those of you in select parts of California, watching your house burn to the ground and then yelling at the president for refusing to provide national aid because you didn't vote for him. While we're all doing that, Bill Walton gets to do this.
I love Maui. I love surfing. I'm a great surfer, and my shoulder is working.
Bill Walton has been on one acid flashback after another since about 1982. And occasionally, we get to enjoy those acid flashbacks on national television.
Yes, no. But this team, look out. Get out of the way, Jay.
The Maui Invitational, and by extension the rest of the college basketball season, is going to be just one big dunk contest / Harlem Globetrotters game. The winner, Zion Williamson and Duke. And if you're wondering what Zion's prize is going to be for winning said dunk contest, it'll be that he doesn't have to waste his time playing college basketball any longer. It's a pretty good prize when you don't really think about it. It's the holidays, which means we're entering the season in which colleges are firing and hiring people, most of whom we already know aren't any good. Mike McIntyre got fired at CU, and in celebration, he decided to have a yard sale of all the random items in his office. That's exactly how a mentally healthy person would react to losing 6 consecutive games to end his career to school. Speaking of mentally healthy, Les Miles has been hired at Kansas. Let's look in on his introductory press conference.
The style of football that we'll play, the community recognition of our players will grow. The opportunity to get out and do community enhancement and be involved with the be involved with the many things. I'm having a little heartfelt here.
Look, Les Miles is known for two things: eating grass and not making any sense. The fact that he was in attendance for LSU's last national championship game is like 15th on the list of things people know about. They lost to Arkansas and Kentucky that year, by the way. Well, good luck with this hire, Kansas. I'm sure it won't look like a really bad choice when Bill Self bolts for the NBA to avoid federal indictment. In attractive NFL quarterback news, Jimmy Garoppolo is a shitty tipper. This is the worst tipper we've had in sports since No Tippin' Pippin. Hey, at least he wasn't like that asshole up in Breckenridge who left a Kavanaugh threat as a tip. Or those assholes who leave fake 20s which turn out to be some kind of Jesus bullshit. No, your Joel Osteen kabuki isn't better than real money. Now I can't pay my water bill, dick. And finally, what are the kids into these days? I'll tell you. According to the New York Post, which never exaggerates anything ever, it's drinking boiled tampon water. That's right. Look, this is what happens when you take the flavored Juul pods away from the kids, government. And just like Facebook and Instagram, it's only a time until grandma gets into it. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Do the same thing on Facebook. Whatever you do, do not follow me on Twitter at TJ Carpenter Show. My fans all resent me, they don't like me, or themselves, or really anything on the internet. Come to think of it, that's not really that much different than the internet is in general anyways. So go ahead and follow me. If you hate yourself, others, anything around you, and certainly if you hate me. Later, y'all.